Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is my last chant session with you before I go overseas. So, first of all, we want to start out with some good news. When I was a novice with Master YongHua in Calgary, there was a Hong Kong man who's in his 30s, and he was and his wife had been trying desperately to get a baby, get some children, get a child. And so they tried and tried, and nothing worked. So they asked Master YongHua for help. And so Master YongHua helped them. And so they tried and followed the instructions. And after 3 years, he got a child. So recently, one of our followers, I'm not sure, is she a disciple or not? But what do we care? It's best she's not a disciple. Disciple is too much trouble. She's been trying to get a baby as well, get pregnant as well. And after maybe 6 months, several months, she finally got pregnant. So we're very happy about that. So it shows that our followers are more sincere than Master YongHua's, maybe. In Buddhism, you want a response. It's about how sincere you are. Okay? I know that most of you smart people would dump it on the Master and say, Master, I leave it all up to you. We count on you and that's it. But you don't realize that it takes two to tango. Your sincerity matters as well. So keep that in mind. So very happy about this young lady here. And I hope she'll have 4 children. That's our ratio. Our quota is 4 children. Let's populate the earth with brilliant Buddhist disciples. That's all I ask. Okay? 4, okay? Not 2, 4. Let's overtake everyone else. The Catholics, the Mormons, everyone else. In America, all over the world, 4. How's that? Is there a deal? Okay. What shall we talk about today? So it goes to tell you that Chan meditation, Chan Mahayana practices are designed to help you get what you want, to increase your faith and your sincerity. Okay? All right. I'm about to, unless you have any questions, we will continue to discuss the 7th Patriarch's teachings. And my disciples have been complaining is that how come your slides have no commentaries whatsoever? So they decided on their own to add Master YongHua's commentary. Okay? It's chaotic nowadays. You guys have too much wisdom. You decide to do what's best for you. What can I do? So I'm being, practicing the Bodhisattva path in accord with conditions. I agreed. Since I don't have to do anything, why not? And so hopefully with your help, with their help, we'll get the chance to see what Master YongHua taught his disciples and made them that way. Okay? And on top of it, I will add my version, my interpretation, so that you can begin to see why you are that way and not the other way. American Mahayana versus Chinese Mahayana. Ooh. Okay, and there are lots of things actually. It's all seriousness. Our Wei-Yang training is based on the Chinese, okay? But the Chinese, to me, is too Chinese. So we need to make it more suitable for the modern times. Because after all, we are in the United States. We are in the 21st century. And so therefore, we should be more flexible, more accommodating for your needs. All right. There's a question back here. Yes, for?
Hello, Master. I have a question. So when I meditate and recite the Buddha's name, sometimes, right now, it's all muscle memory. So my mind is like able to simultaneously, recite and wander. To remedy this, I just yell in my head to maintain that mindfulness. And I was wondering if that's too forceful, or should I just, recite calmly and try to maintain the mindfulness?
Okay. First of all, in our Chan classes, don't use that dirty word. Okay? In our world, there's the dirty word we don't use. What is that? Huh? What is it? Hey Yun, what's that word? Copy? No, you say mindfulness. Okay? Mindfulness is not for us. There's a problem with the approach of mindfulness. It's like you learn to practice meditation and mindfulness is like learning to chew and not swallow. The objective is not to be mindful. The objective in Chan, American Chan, even Chinese Wei-Yang Chan is what? It's not finding mindfulness. Mindfulness is for amateurs. Okay? What is it? So, and I would be turning in my grave if you, third generation, teach your children about mindfulness. What do we teach? Sarah, what do we teach? What do we teach? Can't see the number. Number 5.
Master, you teach single-mindedness.
That's right. Chan meditation is a training that whatever we do, we're designed to bring you to single-mindedness, not mindfulness. Mindfulness is for babies. We don't do baby stuff. Okay? So get rid of that junk from your head. That kind of knowledge, that kind of beliefs will not take you very far. Let's be blunt about it. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay? It will not go very far. And that's why they all are lost in no man's land. Because they don't know what else to do. Mindfulness will not do it. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, there's no need to be forceful. See, you pick up all these bad habits, learn all these bad habits because it sounds good. When we practice meditation, it's not about words. It's about what? Boy, are we being strict today, huh? What is it? Why we do practice meditation? It's not about me either. Not about Master YongHua either. What is it about? Anyone? And that woman there, spine number 1, what is it about? Why are you here? Three.
Mình thiền đó, mình cứu giảng cho mình thầy.
That's right.
Emitofuo, Master, meditation is for my self-help.
It's for yourself. What about yourself? Let's be specific. What about yourself? Is it for you to gain weight? Huh? Build muscles? Yes, 6.
Thank you, Master. I think I become a good person,
Good person.
better person.
Oh, you've been brainwashed, haven't you? It's about spine number 1, 3,
Mô Phật bạch thầy, mình để cứu giảng cho mình rồi mình thiền để cho có trí huệ.
you see,
Để cho có trí huệ để mình giải thoát ra
yeah.
đạo luân hồi. Mô Phật.
Okay.
Emitofuo, Master, meditation so that I can open the wisdom in order to escape suffering.
Okay. She's old, so you can't blame her. I'm tired of beating up on her. Besides, she's Master YongHua disciples. It's good to have her around to kind of compare notes. Our disciples versus his disciples, you know. I'm joking, of course. It's about you. What about you? It's about your samadhi level. You can talk all you want. You can say, Master is a bad person, Master is so despicable, Master is so adorable. It doesn't mean anything. All that it boils down to is, what is your samadhi level? I don't care what you do. I don't care where you go. But as soon as you come back here and I take a look at you and say, is that all? Okay. Ultimately, in Mahayana, in Chan training, is your samadhi level. How far you got, where you are. It's not about me. It's not about him. It's about you. It's about all of you. So our temple is a little bit more demanding, more brutal in that sense, in that it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what I do. Ultimately, what does it do for you? How far can you go? And as the spine number 1 said, the higher you go, the more wisdom you unfold, you develop, and the happier you be. That's the bottom line. Okay? So that's why, you look at yourself, you say, am I a better person? Am I healthier? Healthier, I tell you right now, is your body more flexible? Even though you're getting older, is your body getting more flexible or not? That's a sign of health. Like Brady, for example, a few years ago, I suddenly noticed after all these years that Brady is like the Incredible Hulk. Biceps and triceps and shoulders and chest and six packs. So I said, hey, Brady, that's a concern, because if these muscles will cause you to lose flexibility. Okay, and therefore it's imperative you work out, you lift weights and train your body, work on your body. You need to also do Chan, because Chan will make your body still flexible. Okay? So I'm advocating both. You need to work out, you need to exercise, lift weight, and build your body. But also at the same time, more importantly, if you do that, you also need to meditate. Because meditation will make you render your muscle, your body more flexible. Okay? So you need both. And so the bottom line is not about anything else, but about how far you got and how high you reach. Okay? And that's the bottom line. It's too much talk. Talk about, he explains it so well, or he's so wise, and whatever he says, I don't get a darn thing. I walk out of here and he's so advanced, he's such a great teacher that I don't understand a thing. Meaning you just wasted your 2 hours of your time, of your life. And enough of that. I spent 4 years doing that. That's enough. So anyway, so you don't want to be forceful in meditation and oppress yourself. Meditation is not oppression. What is meditation? If it's not oppression, what is it? Don't force yourself. Yes, 6. 1. Sorry. Numero 1.
Meditation is the real you.
The real you. Yeah. Okay. What is it as well? Besides the real you, what is meditation? Our training is quite fundamentally gets down this one thing. Okay? You, and this is something that your generation, the people in your generation tend to be weak. I'll be blunt with you. You guys are too weak. My generation, we quite different. How different are we? Okay, my generation, your generation never faced danger. You never faced scarcity. You never faced starving. You never faced unmet needs. In my generation, like Wu Yin's generation, we came here with nothing. We came here poor, and we came here struggling to make ends meet. Yes, and earn a life for ourselves, of our children. Whereas you guys grow up and say, hey, mommy, daddy, give me some more. Give me. So it's so true that most of you grow up and feel entitled. And that's a weakness. I see, young people nowadays, especially disciples of mine, the back of the mind, they say, oh, yes, Master, I work hard because you asked me to. But, how come I'm not getting the same thing as your other disciples? I work just as hard. How come I'm not getting the same benefits, the same rewards as from the Chan practice, from the Tantra practices, from the Pure Land practices as the other disciples. I would let them in on this secret, and you too. It's all earned. Okay? We all have to earn it. I earned it. You have to earn it. Your children have to earn it. The young girl has to earn it. Bama has to earn it. Everyone has to earn it. No one has to give it to us. Okay? And so, you young generation have this sense of entitlement. To me, it's because your parents never prepared you. You too sheltered. You grew up too sheltered. We grew up and we have to survive, you know. And so Chan meditation is that spirit where we endure it. We keep enduring it, more and more of it. We don't complain. Okay? I'm not saying that asking questions is complaining. I'm saying that complaining in young people, in your generations, is a form of whining, is a form of feeling entitled, okay? And it will not go very far with me. Okay? We're tough. We toughen you up. We beat up on you. And see if you want to quit. Our Chan meditation training is very, very tough. Okay? You endure it. So if the thoughts arrive in your mind constantly, guess what? So does everyone else. It happens to everyone else. It's not just you. It happens to Brady right behind you. It happens to Min in front of you. It happens to a gentleman in front of you. Okay? So it's a natural evolution where Chan meditation, because you know, I will tell you right now, Chan meditation is to endure it. You don't fight it. You don't suppress it. Suppression is Hinayana meditation. We don't do that. We, in Mahayana, do not suppress. We do not oppress. He asked my disciples, all my disciples, I'm very mean as a person. I'm very demanding as a teacher. But do I oppress them? Do I suppress them? No, I don't. Okay? You endure it. That's Chan training. You endure the discomfort. You endure all these thoughts that arise in your mind. You don't say, stop, don't come up. Okay? How do you endure those thoughts? Because if you oppress them, suppress them, push them down, what is that called? You being a brute. You are creating more thoughts on top of those thoughts. You are reacting to those thoughts. Where Chan meditation is you do nothing. If thoughts arise in your mind, what do? Nothing. They'll die by themselves. There's no need for you to do anything. Is that clear? There's no need to say, I must be mindful of my Dharma. That's baloney. That's Hinayana training. It's nothing to be mindful of. The thought that says, I need to be mindful of my breathing is nonsense. It's because your teacher does not understand how to teach meditation. When the Buddha explained about mindfulness in the Satipatthana Sutta, in the Pali store, okay, he explained about mindfulness. But his mindfulness, the way that he explained in the sutra, is not the way that the Hinayana teachers elaborate. Only because the Hinayana teachers don't understand meditation. That's why they taught you that taught the world about mindfulness that way. Oh boy, am I getting deeper and deeper in trouble. Now I'm tackling the whole world. Look at what you made me do. Shame on you. Okay, but I will endure it. Okay, so the Hinayana meditation teachers, the way they teach you mindfulness is wrong. It's not how mindfulness is supposed to be practiced. Okay, and that's why you have a huge amount of books on mindfulness meditation from the monks, from the lamas, from the psychologists, from the professors, from the researchers, even those at UCLA or whatever. They even created the medical UCLA medical research facility. They said meditation is the way to go, so they researched mindfulness meditation, and of course they're walking down the wrong path, because that's not meditation at all. That's wrong meditation. That's worldly meditation. It's so wrong. The mindfulness meditation you guys learn out there is not Buddhist mindfulness. It's not the mindfulness that the Buddha taught us in that Satipatthana Sutta. It's not. No one understands it. That's why they taught you all wrong. That's why mindfulness meditation, to me personally, okay, is a dirty word for that reason. Mindfulness meditation, as practiced out there, okay, by 90% of the population, is all wrong. It's a dirty word. That's why we don't talk about mindfulness. Master YongHua, and I praise the Lord for this, when his disciple translated his Chan teachings to English and his Mahayana teachings to English, I saw the word mindfulness maybe a few times, maximum. He never talked about mindfulness. Why not? Because it's not going to help you get what you want. It's going to help you improve. Mindfulness is not going to help you improve at all. Okay? So in answer to your question, okay, your knowledge about meditation is off. Okay? It's too much work to undo them one by one. Okay? Because you've been, of course, like most people, when you learn meditation, what do? You pick up a book and read about meditation, yes? Did you? Huh? In English, in Chinese, in Vietnamese, whatever, okay? And the most popular books are on mindfulness, and they're all wrong. Oh my God, it's terrible. Okay, so the simplest thing is just dump them in the garbage bin. All your knowledge that you learn about meditation is wrong. Will not take you very far. Will make you stuck where you are for a long, long time. And then this is commonplace where a lot of people come to my temple and they said, I've been practicing for 2-3 decades. I said, seriously? How come your level is so low? I said it to Xianjie a long, long time ago. Now people are coming and they said, I've been practicing for 20 years, 30 years. Okay, very sincerely, great, with utmost sincerity, I said. And that is how far you got after 30 years? I call it a waste of your life. Okay, so toss out the garbage. Okay, very simple thing. Take advantage of the fact that there's a place here, and it applies to everyone. Okay, where I will tell you bluntly right now, when you go to my master's temples, okay, you will not find a place like this. Okay, because if you look around you, the people, there are so many people who are so much better than you. That's where you want to practice. You want to practice Chan meditation with someone who is far better than you. I stress, far better. Because they're doing something right. They learn something right. They're doing something right. And if they can get that far, you hang around long enough, you will get that far as well. Okay? In contrast to some people who say, oh, Master says he's this is where we train a lot of people and they get very far. Let me come here and pick up what I can and learn from him and take advantage of it. I would tell you another aspect of this training. It's no training. Meaning that you come on the weekend, you come when there are activities, and you come and you participate, and naturally you learn the right way. There's no such thing as, oh, thank you for coming so much. You're such a special person. You honor us with your presence, and because you're so special, I will pay personal attention to you, and I hope that if you die, you will leave your fortune with me, my temples, my disciples. Chan meditation is that you're just the same as everyone else. There's no special treatment. And actually, our temple is even worse. We yell at you. We abuse you. I abuse you. My disciple is very nice to you. So it works both ways. Okay? And I want to remind you, old abbot, as well. Okay? My job is to abuse them. Your job is to make them happy. Okay? It's called teamwork. You have to experience what's so funny about a Catholic. What's the matter with you? Okay, that's the same thing with love. Since you laughed, love is the same thing. Sometimes she had to slap you in the face out of love. It's not always pleasant. And if because of that, but both the good times and bad time, and over time you're still around, that's when that relationship is for real. Because the relationships that are based on good times only, on pleasantries only, will not withstand the test of time, the test of realities of life. So I'm for women to abuse men, to test them out. And men to lie through their teeth just to survive. Never mind, you can switch roles as well. Okay, in summary, you don't need to oppress those thoughts, endure those thoughts. And what thoughts, for example, if the legs hurt, endure a little bit longer. Okay? And you keep on fighting and fighting and fighting. And when you do that, miracles happen. You just don't quit. You endure. That's all. Okay? And that's just a start. And the real test is when you're good enough, you begin to have a little bit of skills. That's when you have to endure me. Until then, you don't have to endure me at all. I don't exist. Okay? Yeah. I'm your biggest test. Yes, 7.
From Go Forest Daniel, Master, I have a deep embedded habit of suppressing my thoughts and feelings, but isn't trying to stop suppressing that habit suppression itself? So is it fair to say I must endure the habit to suppress until it stops by itself?
There's no need to suppress. the way you deal with those thoughts, undesirable thoughts, is number one, you endure them. You don't do anything. Okay, the thought arise, you let them die by themselves. They arise by themselves, they would die by themselves if you do nothing. That's all. It's that simple. You endure them. Okay, you keep enduring them. You try harder to endure them. That's it. If it legs hurt, okay, that's a natural thing. It's supposed to hurt. You endure the hurt. And we're not asking you for the impossible. We're asking you, part of your training, to endure a little bit more. Next time, that's all. The next time, a little bit more. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Time yourself. This is our training. You endure it, okay? You don't say, oh, it hurts too much. No, you endure it. A little bit longer, a little bit more. That's all. Each time. You don't unbuckle, so, oh, it hurts too much. And every time you look at yourself, you clock yourself and say, okay, I am supposed to endure 5 more minutes, 5 more seconds. If you're weak, endure 5 more seconds. If you're really, really weak, endure 1 more second. That's all I care about. It's about fighting. It's about enduring a little bit more. Okay? You can do that. That's the first part of the training. And then once you get the hang of it, then next step is to endure me, a little bit more of me, which is a lot harder than you think. That's when I have my fun. So you see, it has to be, I got to get something out of it as well, myself, personally. You will improve, I will have fun abusing you. Did I answer your question? And 7? So this is so typical of you, where you fight it and you fight it. We are not fighters. We are lovers. We love it. We endure it. Right, Daniel? Praise the Lord. Okay, anyone else? Okay. Hey, yes, girlfriend.
Master, yesterday for both sitting, I forgot the morning. No, 5 o'clock and the 8:30. The sitting was really good for me. For the first time, I was able to, I'm not sure what that is, maybe stay still or enter samadhi for like 30 minutes, not being moved. And
Hallelujah.
today also the sit was pretty good. I wonder what was the reason. Was it because I was doing something different, or was it because I was sitting with the right person? Because I was sitting with the same person, or what was it?
Who is that? That woman? How long have you been doing this at this temple? I know, I remember vaguely seeing you at Blue Mountain Temple a long time ago, yes? And at the time, I was experimenting with transmitting the hands and eyes, so I said, you can pretend to take refuge with us and then receive transmission and then quit. And she said, and she disappeared immediately. So anyway, so after 5 years, you finally enter samadhi for half an hour. That's pretty good. That's progress. Now you want to know why? Why? Because you hang in there. That's all. When you least expect it, that's when it happens. If you come here and say, I'm here because I want this, I want that, it's very unlikely you get it. It takes a lot longer for you to get it. Like some people say, you know, I'm here because I'm to receive training. Oh, Master will train me. If he doesn't train me, I will quit. You might as well quit because I'm not training anyone. Okay? My training is no training. It's no special treatment. You can give me a temple next. The nicest thing I do for you is nothing. Actually, if you give me too much money, I will be very unhappy. Why is that? Because I have to work more. I'm too old. I'm at the retirement age, like the old monk here. You know, I'm lazy. Not only am I old, I'm also very lazy. You know, I don't want to work. I work because I must. I don't have enough to retire yet. Okay, so this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My training is no one gets any special preferential treatment. Everyone gets treated the same. Okay, so doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter how much money you give me. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how good you are at as a brown noser and so forth. Nothing. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, you all treated the same way. Okay, you be taught when it's time for you to be taught. Okay, not before. Not. Okay, so you endure, you survive until great things happen. And that's pure Weiyang training. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? Yes, 6.
Master, right before that, I also had a really scary dream. 3 important things happened in the dream. One was I saw everyone of my friend die in the dream. Her family, they just die one after another.
And that's a wonderful thing?
No, scary thing, Master.
Oh.
So that was one item. And then the second item was I saw my high school friend, and somehow he was normal, and suddenly he became a vampire.
Okay.
And then the third item that was scary was in the dream there was a company, and it was like a vegetarian company or something. But their product was really like a scam. It was really threatening to the human life.
Oh no. And what did you do in your dream?
And that was the night before I got this good sitting. And then many days ago, I also got another dream. Oh. It was like a woman, long hair, half her body.
Is she pale like face or yellow face?
Asian face, Master.
So yellow face.
Half of her body like that have a long sore on it, and it was really scary.
How tall is she? 7 foot?
I don't know, Master, about as tall as Vicky.
Vicky is 7 foot. You have the weirdest dreams. You don't deserve to practice Chan.
So I should suppress it like that guy?
Why do you have to suppress your dreams?
So I don't have weird dream, and then I could deserve to practice Chan.
You don't deserve to practice Chan. I just told you already. N'importe quoi. Nonsense. If the next time you have such unpleasant dreams, you turn on that song, Dream. You speak nonsense, so can I. Okay, anyone else? Oh God, you have a lot of problems. You're a special case. Yes, 3. Your people, your generation, have this problem called entitlement. You have a different kind of problem. You're weird. 3. See what I meant by abuse?
Mô Phật và Thầy. Nãy Thầy nói Ngài Hòa Thượng Tiên Hóa Ngài muốn phản biện cái câu này mà không biết
touch her teacher and she will kill you.
Thầy là một vị thánh nhân thì Thầy nói là không có sai mà tôi nghe rồi đó, tôi muốn phản biện một cái câu này. Giống Ngài nói là bây giờ một người đó phải có 4 đứa con mà mình nghe tới rất là sợ, rất là hãi hùng, mà Ngài đã phán ra cho những chúng sanh như vậy. Thầy Đức Phật nói đó, Đức Phật đó, đi qua một cái đống xương đó mà Đức Phật quỳ xuống mà Đức Phật lại, nên là ông bà cha mẹ mình đó, ở trong cái đống xương này biết bao nhiêu ngàn đời kiếp mà Phật đã là quỳ xuống mà lại mà rớt nước mắt. Thì Ngài Hòa Thượng Tiên Hóa Thầy phản biện đó, bây giờ ở thế giới này đó, bây giờ Thầy Ngài cho mỗi người 4 đứa con, ai nào cũng hài lòng cái gì, mà 4 đứa con đó không biết lợi hại không. Thì giống Quả Ngân vậy, có 3 đứa con thôi đó, mà Quả Ngân rất là sợ, rất là hãi hùng, rất là sợ hãi. Đó. Con nguyện, con có 3 đứa con này đó, ở thế gian này đó mình thấy rất là sợ. Mà bây giờ họ biết tới cái đạo Phật này đó, thì con nguyện 3 đứa con này phải biết tu rồi đó, bỏ cái xác này rồi để về khỏi Phật. Vậy thôi à. Mô Phật biết con nghĩ gì không biết có đúng không. Mô Phật.
Emitofuo, Master. Last time, Master say I understand about Venerable YongHua, but I also have phản biện, a opposite point of view, is that I understand Master is a sage, but then I wanted to say something against this is because when you talk about each person should have 4 children, I was scared to death. Because there was one time in the sutra, the Buddha said he walked through a pile of bones and skeletons. So the Buddha cried and bowed to the pile of skeleton like that. And he said, this pile of bones is my parents and my grandmother and grandfathers. So Venerable YongHua, or you say that each of you should have 4 children. For me, personally, I have only 3, and I'm already scared to death because of them. So I hope I make a vow that they will cultivate and when they leave this body, they will go to the Buddha lands. I hope, I don't know if this is the right vow or not.
Okay. If you believe me, you fall short of the quota. Okay, and therefore you should adopt 1 more. Okay.
Ba đứa mình còn sợ quá, chừng dám sao dặn nữa thôi. Bây giờ mình nguyện làm sao con mình biết tu, theo Phật để tu rồi để bỏ cái săn xác này đó thì để về khỏi Phật. Rồi mà miễn mà giống con tôi đó, giống cuộc đời Quả Ngân đó, khổ rất là nhiều, đã chảy qua biết bao nhiêu sương gió. Rồi đó bây giờ mình tạo 3 đứa con này lại nữa, mà mình thấy 3 đứa con này đó là bây giờ nó không có gia đình, Mà ngọ cũng nguyện nó không có gia đình, ngọ cũng không có khe nữa, biết tu rồi mai mốt về khỏi Phật thôi, giống thầy vậy đó, biết tu là thấy là cuộc đời thầy là sung sướng lắm rồi đó. Rồi mấy người không biết tu đó thì mình thấy là rất là đau khổ nữa, không biết cái cuộc đời không biết đi tới đâu nữa, đen tối không biết, chưa thấy nữa.
Emitofuo, Master, I also vow that they would follow the Buddhas to cultivate so that when they leave this human body, they can go to the Buddha lands. So my life, Koyin, I really suffer. I have been through a lot of thickened skin, thickened bone, and for them, they don't have family yet. And it is a good thing. I don't care about it. So I hope that they can cultivate. And just like you, Master, your life now become very happy. So I want their life to be like that. If not, it's going to be really dark for them.
When I tell people they should have 4 children, what's implied is that you should also need to teach your children better. Because when you bring children to the world, it's our responsibility to train them and teach them better. Okay? Let's break the vicious cycles where our parents didn't train us properly. So our generation, future generation, let's train them properly for change. That's what's implied. You could, if you have the 4th child, then you can come up to me and you say, okay, so now I have 4 children, now what? Okay? But you haven't got 4 children yet. You're not entitled to ask me anything. Okay, I think the old monk has something here, or is it something private? I see a yellow box here. Huh? Oh, your buddy gave you
Give me some no sharira.
some new cereals. What is with him? I have disciples, he has shariras. So, in other words, my disciples are more precious than his shariras. Or is it the other way around? What do you think? Yes.
Ông có một số xá lợi mà đặc biệt là nó màu tím mà nó sinh ra rất là nhiều, mà mỗi cái ngôi ông thấy Đức Phật cái trỏng ông sợ quá, ông cho ông Lâm cho con bớt.
Who is the guy who got scared?
Anh Thành ảnh cái người đầu tiên. Ảnh có, tức là ảnh nói hồi xưa đó, ảnh bán hột xoàn ở dưới lốt á, thì ở trên lầu đó có một người Do Thái, nó giàu lắm, nó mới có hột xoàn, thì nó nói bán được thì nó cho quê hồng, thì ảnh mới có người bạn là bên Thái Lan, ảnh mới làm mai mối sao mà ảnh bán được cho cái bà thủ tướng Thái Lan một cái dây chuyền hột xoàn, thì ảnh ăn quê hồng là 4.800.000 đô. Ông mới cho ông kêu phân nữa. Ông tướng nó không lấy. Ông nói tôi ở trong hoàng cung tôi ăn không có thiếu cái gì, tôi lấy tiền của anh làm cái gì. Thành ra bây giờ cứ cấn qua cấn lại thì hai người cầm cái sách đó mới cho cái chùa ở Thái Lan của hoàng gia. Thì cái ông kia cho cái thùng xá lợi mà ông không có biết. Ông sợ bùa ngải Thái Lan cho nên ông không có dám lấy. Mà bắt buộc thì lịch sự phải lấy, không đem gì khách sạn, bỏ khách sạn luôn, không có đem về. Thì khách sạn nó mới chạy xuống, nó quên, nó đưa. Rồi ông đem về Trung Quốc, ông cũng gửi trong chùa, ông không đem về nhà. Thì 2 năm sau, ông Tăng ông cũng kêu ông trả, thì ông đem về, ông mở ra, ông mới biết là xá lợi. Thì bây giờ ông có mà càng ngày nó càng sinh ra, thì ông đem, ông cho người này người kia thì...
Okay, so you take on the curse for them. Okay, very good. Let me see what kind of curse is there. Translation. And then we have to go.
Okay, Master, so this guy has a very special relic, is that this relic has purple colors and it gives birth to more purple. So because of that...
Xương hả? Xương hả? Nó giống như răng mà không phải răng. Xương.
20 năm.
Those relics is 20 years.
Cái trắng mình hình cái vàng.
The white give birth to the yellow.
Mấy lâu thì mở nó chạy vòng vòng.
Yeah, these are
It's run around.
lots of shares here. So the white one gave birth to the beige ones. Wow. Okay, time is up. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you all for coming. And let's stop here today and let's go have lunch.